Shore Season 3 episode 13, the finale of Jersey Shore of Seaside. It's Season 2. I just want to say it's been a pleasure to do all this for the heck of it, and it's fun. And that's what it is. But anyway, the way this show starts off is kind of a recap of the conversation that Ron, Mike, and Arvin were having on the phone. Once Arvin admits that he's made out with Sammy, cannot think today. Ron goes out, tells Sammy she's lying bitch. And then Sammy comes back in and talks to Arvin, and then they're just watching her body language like that, and Arvin's like, yes, we have made out, what are you talking about? And this is where I was divulging a little too much previously, and he's like, yes, we have, what are you talking, you're nuts on that. And Ron could just watch Sammy, she's lying, she got busted, she's caught. Even Ron saw it, was like, no, she's lying. So, eventually he's like, whatever, and Sammy in her ego is like, yeah, whatever, don't need this, So, they go, and then, they go kind of their separate ways, sleep in separate beds and whatever, and it's just drama all over again on that. And the way, how this whole episode's kind of a closure with Sammy and all that, it's kind of it's tough on that because, not Sammy, but just Ron and Sammy, but basically it kind of all boils down to everything, what has happened, and kind of the truth comes out finally on that. And I'll talk about that. The moment Sammy actually comes out to Ron and says, yes, I did make out with him, but I made out with him when I was 21. Now, here's the point about this. And this is coming from someone who's lied in the past and saying this. How do we know she's telling the truth about this? The reason why I'm asking is this, is oftentimes when you have to fess up, it's easier to make an excuse with the fess up. Ron pointed out, look, if all it was that you made out when you were 21, you should have just said something. He said, yes, I made out when I was 21, that was years ago, I don't do that anymore. Okay, that's all understandable. I didn't know you really back then, and I wasn't around, so alright, that's fine. On that, but she softens as a 21. I don't know if I buy that, but the way it kind of ended with them specifically on that is they just kind of went their separate ways, and that's sadly how it all ended on that. But it really is, and even if you see the after show of that, a reunion of them talking about this, it still ended. She's crazy. And that Sammy's still in her own world. She got caught. She knows she got caught. And just leave it at that. Maybe one day they'll mature enough where they'll to get together. Who knows on that. But anyway, I'm glad that drama's finally over. But now we're on to other stuff. There was a barbecue. Well, first, what's funny is that the couple more days of the Shore store, they go there, Snooki and all that, talk to you guys. Ron is sleeping on the counter, and the boss pours water all over his face. It's okay, good job for your 4 hours of work. Get out of here. and same thing, employees kind of avoiding the camera, not looking at the camera on that. But they, they had their fun. They left the Shore store. And, they got some shirts and then went back to Jersey Shore. So it was cool. And then they went back, and then they all decide essentially to have Sunday dinner on that. Even with all this drama that's going on that, but it's not really Sunday dinner. What it is, it's a barbecue that the shirt store owner threw together where you could bring 3 people. So it's Sunday dinner. They announced about the barbecue tomorrow, so you could bring 3 people on that. Anyone you check. Now, here's where things get funny. They have the barbecue. Everything's going great. Even Jenny introduced Roger to her father, which her father's a thin bastard. I wish I could be as thin as he is on that. But they're all dancing. It's kind of funny. On that, Paulie is DJing. And then Vinny starts talking to Dina's friend, which he brought, and Dina got all mad. And then, now here's the thing. like Vinny has a point. Dina is blocking stuff. And Dina went to her friend says he talks to Snooki's talking. Snooki talked to her friend and says, "Hey, it's no big deal. I don't care. Whatever. You do it, whatever." So then Vinny talks to her friend again, and then Dina gets in, is just major blocking on that. On one end, I see where Dina is coming from. On another end, it was none of her business. On that, it really was. Yeah, I know she meant, like, I don't want you doing this. She just pulled her friend aside and said, "Look, I'm telling you on that, I don't think you should do this. It's your decision, though." Alright? And just left it at her friend. That's the best she could have done. The way she went about it was all wrong. It's kind of petty and kind of mean on that. And, you know, Vinny was like, whatever. This is just so BS on that. Which that explodes into a big argument because he then called Vinny later on at the shack, calls, what's her name? Dina, Angelina. Ooh, that was a big shot. And she's like, F you, you know, out of this here. And he's like, yeah, whatever. Whatever. So then everyone kind of goes to bed and everyone wakes up. And Dina says hi to Vinny. He's like, what? After everything that you hear, you're saying hi to me? And then, so that's one step. The other step is Mike actually tries to smooth things out with Sammy on this. Says, look, I should have gone different routes. There were times of being a prick, but it needed to be done. I'm sorry. I should have done the things. And she accepted the apology, which I don't know, fake or not. I guess that was to clear Mike's conscience of any wrongdoing. And what's interesting now is Mike is pretty two-faced a little bit here. Like 1 minute he's like here, another minute here. The difference about Mike is he'll say it to your face, I'm with him. But then once everything's done, it's like, I care about Sam. I hope she's doing well, but you know, this needs to be aired out on that. So that is kind of in limbo, whatever that happens there. So then what happens at the very, very end after the bar... Oh, and by the way, Mike goes to work and gets fired at the Shore store, falling asleep in the dressing room, and he gets fired on his last day. Boy, if you get fired from a t-shirt shop on a boardwalk, you're pathetic. And that's Mike. So anyway, what happens here is they go forward. They do go forward on that here, just having dinner, having everything, and talking about everything that's happened. But Ron and Sammy specifically have their little talk about, like, where do we go from here? And Ron, at the end of it, was just like, we're done. And that's that. And we'll see, maybe it is. Right now we need space, but for now we're done. And that's it. And he drove off, you know, all depressed. He's like, I've messed up this whole summer, but it was still good on that. And then you have all the emotional goodbyes. Everyone's like, oh, Snooki's the cutest one. She's like, oh, don't leave me, don't leave me. It was funny, she's small enough, could almost fit in a suitcase. Which was funny. Oh, and a side note, where Jenny announced that Roger's her boyfriend, and everyone said, like, when you get married? And he's like, what? No, wait, oh, no. So, which is really cool. I'm happy for Jenny on that one. I understand they're still going strong on them about that, but I'm glad everything's working out for them. And everyone said their goodbyes, and then they left. And that's the end of Jersey. Now, in the next season, season 4, is Italy. Now, that should be interesting, because Italy on that has a whole bunch of rules. Namely, you cannot drink in public, and you cannot be filmed drinking in public. So that's going to be interesting how that plays out on that. Whereas, how are they going to work this where they can't be intoxicated in public, and then how are they going to do that? How are you going to do Jersey Shore in Italy? I don't know how that's going to work. Even the Florence mayor is kind of getting hardcore with this, which, honestly, if I was Polly, I'd, like, Polly's even commenting, he's like, whatever, we're still going to do it, and, you know, they're going to throw us in jail, they're going to throw us in jail. On that, this is stupid. On that, because that's what we do. That's why on that here. And I think what the Florence mayor is worried about is everyone, like, going to the Jersey Shore kind of stuff on that and back and forth. But we'll see how that plays out. But otherwise, as Dinosaur, we'll wait to season 4 of Jersey Shore, episode 1. But otherwise, that's about it. Talk to you later. Bye.